Pisces, I have not heard this in a long time. Hi, I'm Rebecca, Empathic Crow. And this is June 2026 energy reading. However, anytime you see it, it could have a message for you because they're timeless readings. And even though I'm focusing on June 2026 for the collective, that you have some placement, maybe even sun sign or others in Pisces, that's the focus. Personal reads are always available. I'm having a hard time because I just keep hearing this phrase from a movie over and over again. So I'm going to try to focus. But I do have live sessions and recorded sessions available with limited spots weekly, but still there's availability. Pisces, I'm going to tell you what I heard. So if you've ever seen, I think it was definitely Robin Hood, but I think it's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. It has Kevin Costner, Christian Slater. I can't remember who else right now. Oh, Alan Rickman. I think he was the sheriff of Nottingham. But anyway, I'm hearing, I think it was Christian Slater's character making fun of Robin Hood. And he goes, "There was a rich man from Nottingham who tried to cross the river. What a dope. He tripped on a rope. Now look at him shiver." I may have said the wrong words in some of those places, but that's all I keep hearing. So Pisces, we're going to see where this is going. But I don't know if you feel like people are misinterpreting you or making fun of you, misunderstanding you, but that's kind of the feelings that I'm getting right now. Because it doesn't feel like you're Christian Slater's character making fun of Robin Hood. It feels like you're Kevin Costner's character being made fun of, and you're just kind of like, hey, I'm not even coming here to be made fun of. I'm actually trying to come here to help, but you're not understanding me. And so we're going to see where this is going. Where are we starting? Pisces, we're going to go to, I'm feeling modern witch. So that means I may have to cover up some images and we will just see how well that goes. I have already shuffled these. I cannot shuffle them right now. If I flinch or anything, I'm having some arthritis pain and we are just going to push through it as much as we can. Just deal with it. Not you deal with it, me deal with it. But let's see for you, Pisces, what is going on here? Four of Cups. Over it are the words on her shirt. And again, there's this golden wall behind her. And it's like building up this wall against other things because whatever this is that you're feeling like you're misunderstood in or being misjudged, being made fun of or whatever, this is not the first time. And so now anything else, it feels like, I just don't know that I even want that. I just don't know that I even want that. She's even got her cell phone on the ground. Like she's not even, I'm not taking calls right now. I'm not on, I'm not performing. I'm not doing anything for anyone. Not saying that you feel like you have to perform, but those are the words coming in. So maybe you do. So Pisces, let's kind of continue on with this and see, Spirit, where are we going with this? We will see. The High Priestess. And she's actually got her laptop. So this person, they're not even answering their phone. They don't have it in their hands. The High Priestess, she's not looking at the laptop, but she is either thinking or responding to something. And so I feel like this is Spirit, yeah, because I'm seeing an email. This is Spirit saying you don't have to respond to everything immediately, but it's okay to respond, but from a place where you're seeing things. I'm hearing clearly, but I'm also seeing like teasing out. It's like I'm seeing a brain and the thoughts are kind of tangled and it's like teasing it out to figure out what I heard. Who's for you? Who's for you? What's actually going on? Is this something that the misunderstanding can be worked out? I heard they don't know who you are. And so either you feel like people don't know who you are and they're misjudging you, or they really don't know who you are. I'm seeing the cloak, and I don't usually read it this way, but it feels like you've kind of cloaked and hid yourself. And now like maybe even minimized yourself to not intimidate others. And now it's like, I want others to see who I am because they've misjudged me. And so they don't understand what I'm capable of. I know what I'm capable of. And so I'm seeing this high priestess like very carefully wording what they're saying. So whether that's a communication that you say in person or something that you send to someone, whatever that is, work, relationship, whatever, that Spirit's calling you to respond, but be cautious in how you respond. Because if you just sit here in this energy, you're not moving forward. So you're staying stuck. You're staying in that space, or maybe you don't even engage, but at the same time, I'm hearing you may have to eventually. 555 on the clock, because things don't change if we stay stuck in that energy. But I'm also hearing that you want to. You want to. I keep seeing the moon at the bottom of the High Priestess card. And I feel like this is saying, really, again, teasing through, looking at the things that maybe are even hidden from you, because sometimes our thoughts cloud our intuition. The intuition may be on point. We know that something's off, or we know that we're right about something, but we don't have all the information. And that's just what I keep feeling, is that don't shut it all out, because then you aren't getting any of the information, or you're not being able to communicate your needs or see if it's even possible to have them met, or for people to understand you. But at the same time, being not even cautious. I'm hearing measured, but just discerning, definitely, but being able to, it's not choosing your words carefully. It's being able to say it in a way that gets your point across, and you're able to I'm trying to think of how to say this, like clearly express your questions, but you're also not shutting down the answers or coloring, like that you're not affecting the response that you get because of your own inner feelings and defensiveness toward the situation. Just telling you what I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. All right, we will see if we get anything else from this deck and move forward. So for Pisces, where are we going with this? Seven of Pentacles. And as soon as I saw it, the thing that I'm hearing is that you feel like you're working harder than others. So why should you explain yourself if they're not willing to see what you've done, how it's helped them? Because I see it's like this laptop, what I just saw is like the High Priestess just shutting the laptop down and being like, what's the point? If you don't see my worth, that's how it feels. If you don't see my worth, then what is the point of me trying to explain it to you? Because I've already put in the work. I've already shown you through my work what I am capable of doing. Whether, again, that's at work, in a relationship, friendships, whatever. It's like you've already grown these plants. Like these aren't even seeds. You have grown these plants. The proof of what you've done is there. And yet I didn't really get much out of these. So what lets me know that it's even worth it to go for this? Does that make sense? I hope so. That's definitely how it's feeling. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Feeling like you've just, I've done it. And it's just, I pushed through and I'm still not, I'm seeing at the end of the race, like I'm seeing somebody run through, the ribbon that they put up. Words are hard right now, apparently. But it's like, where's the finish line? Where's, not that you need to be given a prize, I'm hearing, but it's like, I want some respect. I want some acknowledgement. I at least want for someone to recognize that I'm just hearing I did it. Like I'm wanting to say more, but I'm just hearing that I did it. Like I don't need to say more. I did it. Whatever that is for you, Pisces. All right, let's go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light and see what comes out there. Where are we going? think one of them flipped over. So this one is Poe, and the number is 7. Time for change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom, which is exactly what I was talking about. Well, in the 4 of Cups, when I talked about the cell phone and not even looking at it, not using it at all, versus with the High Priestess. And I was talking about me seeing this High Priestess using the technology to communicate her worth, her needs, whatever it is. So this Poe, which of course, Poe, Edgar Allan Poe, was a poet, a writer. So it may even be for you. There's also, oh, there's my dog. I like a time. Oh, shoot. I can't think of the word because now the dog's click-clacking around. A pocket watch. Time for change, to learn something new, to use technology and gadgets with wisdom. So here's a pocket watch, but here's a cell phone and a laptop. So you don't have to necessarily go back in time because 11:11 on the clock, things are changing. And it's you figuring out what technology, that doesn't even have to be electronic, is going to help you in this moment. What do you feel like you need to change? You could even pull out, I'm seeing somebody, and it wasn't necessarily the Poe reference, but I'm seeing somebody pull out pen and paper and just start writing down ideas, writing your thoughts down so that you're not keeping them all in your head. Because sometimes it's harder for us to really stand back and look at things and say, okay, what do I really want when it's all 11:44 on the clock, when it's all up here, and it just feels like this jumbled mess of confusion, or we can't see all the things that may be playing into it because our brain is just focusing on the one thing. So kind of like Leo's reading, it feels like there's definitely some confusion that's coming into this, not in the same way, definitely different, but 12:12 on the clock just is a stuck point. It's a stuck point. And so this is you being able to figure out what helps you to not feel stuck. So what came out, we had quite a number of them. No, these are right. I wasn't sure at first because there's quite a few of them, but no, it is. So 29, which breaks down to 11. And we have a butterfly by a skeleton here, and it says shallow grave. You miss someone. So there's actually a butterfly on both sides, if you can see it with my camera. And I heard this person gets me. So you miss someone that you felt got you, whereas you don't necessarily feel whoever is involved in this situation understands right now. And it doesn't even have to be that this person from before has passed. It could just be that you're no longer in a situation where you're able to see them. That time has passed. I'm seeing the Poe card with the time. Times change. Sometimes things change, and we have to figure out how to navigate forward. The next card is 14, which breaks down to a 5, which is change. Marie Masquerade, glamour, intrigue, and drama. So I feel like with this card, and the way I'm seeing it in this reading is, this is what you don't want. Because I'm going back to the beginning of the reading with that teasing line from Robin Hood. And it's like, sometimes people that may seem like they're fun to others, or situations that may seem like they're fun to others, aren't fun to us. You know, sarcasm may be something that people enjoy, but sometimes sarcasm is only funny when you're not the one that I'm hearing is the butt of the joke, when you're not the one being teased. Next, we have 24, which breaks down to a 6. Lantern Fairy, clear solution, or a clear solution. And I feel like that is, again, going back to you being able to decide what you really need. Notice all this violet. And also it's got a little aspect of kind of indigo, connecting with your third eye and your crown chakra, your higher self, divine guidance, spirit team, soul tribe, whatever it is. It's a reconnection with you and what you want. I've said that quite a bit today, so that seems to be a theme. But understanding that the light that guides you where you go, that comes from you. You get to choose, you get to decide. Sometimes we need help, but ultimately the decision is yours. And the last one, this one actually came out in Taurus's read. So if you have any Taurus placements, I don't remember exactly what that read was, so I can't tell you if it's relevant. But this is 25, which breaks down to a 7, sewer maid. Your sensuality is beautiful. So in this reading, and this is where I was like, I don't know if this card is relevant. Maybe this is something where you feel like part of what makes you feel teased or misunderstood or whatever is a relationship. And maybe it feels like there's an aspect of yourself. It could be your sensuality. It could be what I'm seeing is the cloak. Did I talk about this as a cloak? Like that you've been intentionally or unintentionally hiding that aspect of yourself. I'm hearing not shining too bright visibility. Maybe visibility has been something you've struggled with. And so now when you want people to see you and not misunderstand you, whether it's from an intimate aspect or not, if you're trying to navigate stepping between not showing an aspect of yourself versus how do I show this, and it's not like I'm trying to just I'm hearing put it in people's face, but that's not what I'm trying to say. Like just be so overt and being like, look at me, look at this is part of me too. Like not feeling like you have to. I saw something. It looked like something was crawling on the window, but it's not. Well, maybe that's it. Get people's attention. Like, can you just see me for who I am? And Spirit says sometimes we have to take a step back, evaluate what it is we want people to see, what it looks like, make sure that we're clear on it. And then we can figure out how to not completely shut it out, but also to discern what way to move. Hopefully that all made sense, Pisces. You let me know. I definitely appreciate you watching this. I hope that it resonated with you or was helpful in some way. Again, personal reads are available. If you have any questions, you can message me on whatever platform, long form videos on YouTube. Or if you see anything on one of the other socials, that's fine. But you can just message me and let me know if you have any questions. And kind of like with Leo, the energy just feels weird, but I just want to say thank you so much for liking, sharing, subscribing, all the things. It really does tickle me. It really does make me so excited and happy when I see a comment, even if it's an emoji. I just appreciate it. Not that you are obligated to do that, but it does help the messages to get to where they need to go. And thank you, Pisces. I really do hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you again next month. Take care.